Hi, I'm Marriage Coach Lynn. Welcome to day 11 of Reenergize Your Marriage in 21 Days. Today's exercise focuses on communication. I really like this one. It is called Request and Suggest. Now, it's such a cliche that people say, oh, they have communication problems. Oh, communication, communication. But what does that mean? So let's take a day and work on an exercise where you're going to be conscious of what you are saying, how you're saying it. Request and suggest is rooted in being positive, making compliments, getting participation from your mate. You know, marriage is a teamwork effort. And so when you request and suggest, you are initiating an agreement, and you're kind of asking permission. You're not demanding, you're not in task mode. Now, sometimes in a marriage, if you have a few children, few little kids, sometimes life can get very busy, and you might sometimes fall into task mode and communicating just the bare necessities in a frenetic, crazy household. So we're going to take time today and request and suggest. Now, what does that mean? That means that when you want something of your spouse, you're not going to assert yourself tremendously as in a power play or anything like that. You're going to kind of get their cooperation. It is not manipulation. It is asking permission. For example, what if you notice that, let's say your husband keeps charge of the garage, and you're noticing it's kind of messy, and maybe it's bothering you, maybe it's not bothering him, so you can find out if it is bothering him. Again, you're not telling someone what to do. So maybe you notice it, he doesn't. You can work that out. Let's say he notices it. Okay, so you can say, hey, thank you so much for maintaining the garage. It's a really great job, and I appreciate all your effort in maintaining the garage. So you've kind of just started out positively, showing gratitude. I noticed that, do you think, well, see, now this is going to depend on your style. My style is a little more assertive. I might say, hey, thank you for keeping the garage nice and neat. I noticed that it's in need of some spring cleaning. Do you think that you can maybe work on this and straightening it in the next 30 days? Okay, so for some people that might be a little too assertive. So you come up with the way that you feel is comfortable for you. And you just have to experiment with this. So again, use compliments, use positivity, and just try to get cooperation. Have your spouse buy into what it is you want to communicate. You want to communicate clearly and assertively. This is not just kind of passive, beating around the bush, being vague. You know, we really want to make it clear communication. Okay, on the other hand, maybe the husband keeps track, and I don't mean to be sexist here or anything. Maybe the husband keeps track of the finances, and the wife likes to spend money on clothes or shoes, and she shops quite a bit. And so he's noticing they need to tighten up on their finances. This can be a sore spot if she likes to look good and she likes to purchase a new pair of shoes once a month, or shopping every 2 to 3 weeks for an outfit. So he might say, honey, I'm doing the budget here, and I'm noticing that we could really use a little tightening up this month. With Christmas coming, with various expenses coming, can I ask you if you would maybe not purchase shoes for the next 30 days? So, you know, again, you have to adapt your own personal style. That might sound uncomfortable. And let me also clarify that when you change some communication styles, there could be a little bumps in the road. There could be like, wow, this sounds weird coming out of my mouth, or wow, my spouse sounds funny. So just go with it and experiment, and it might, you know, change does bring about discomfort at times. So just practice requesting and suggesting. The other thing you might notice is that a new communication style does not mean that you're suddenly criticizing or being condescending. It just means you're experimenting with a new style. Now, I don't know if there was anything else I wanted to say about this, but just it will make your dynamic a little different. If you've been married 15, 20 years and now you're realizing you want to adapt some new communication styles, it is not a power play. It is kind of an experiment, an improvement. So I encourage you today to at least one time during the day, or a little more if you can, request and suggest in your communication. See you next time.